Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Carol. So let's get the energy set before more people come. So we're going to call in the mother and father and begin to sit within their heart. And we're going to activate beloved I am presence bright. Round us seal your tube of light from ascended master flame, called forth now in God's own name. Let it keep our temple free from all discord sent to me. I am calling forth the violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire, keeping on in freedom's name, till I am one with the violet flame. And we'll call in Lord Gautama Buddha and ask him to surround the edges of our group with a beautiful blue protective ray of light. And so, good morning, Anik. And good morning, Barbara Ward and Marianne. Now, I'm going to show this image. I sent it to a couple people. So again, I was just sitting there, and I finally looked out, and what you can't see in this image is there a huge angel came up over, this way. I couldn't get it in the thing where I was standing. Oh, now it all went white. And then geese came up and sat down, maybe about 12, in front of our window. And I started singing to them. I don't know where the coloring went. It says, we don't want to show you. Oh, there it's starting to come back. So it was white like this. And then the pink started to come in it, and then there ended up being a gold ray in the middle. If it's going, oh, there it is. See? Again, I have no idea, but there it was, all this beautiful pink. And right here was a gold ray. There was nothing there. Very cool, huh? So all this pink energy keeps embracing everywhere around me. So here we are. It's Monday. So last Monday we worked on our chakras. Today, first, let me see if anyone will respond if I ask, have your chakras changed? Good morning, Kaval. How are you doing? And oh, you love the picture they're putting on a show for me. I guess so, and I could only figure that the big one in the front was Metatron, and there was like plumes that went up when you were close to it. So who felt a big shift in the ability to open their chakras from last Monday? It's one of the most important pieces of energy work that you offer to yourself. And it should be in a continual shift. They're doing all right. Glad to be here. Thank you. So let me just run everyone through them one time, and then we'll see if I perceive one that needs more help than the other. All right. So we have all the protection around us. I already did the tube of light. And we're going to start at the root in a scarlet red. Almost like you let yourself move a little bit in a circle, allowing it to take you down into the center of the earth. It cannot be too deep. You can go to the center of the earth. Barbara Ward says she's doing better. She did have a flash of green while in meditation. That's great. All right, then we'll go to the second chakra, which is orange. And we're going to open that in the front, which is emotional. And it means you can get that to where there are no emotions, that there's just joy. And in the back, a lot of people in our world today have back issues. And that's because of sexuality. It's because of how they identify themselves. It's about how you are with money. There's a lot of things going on that are important in this back chakra. So if any of those things sound familiar, this is one you're going to want to work with. And the idea here is to balance. To balance. Then we move up to the third chakra, which is yellow. And it is, I am a child of God. So, have you gotten to where you can totally acknowledge that you are a child of the Holy Father and Mother and a sister or brother to Christ? That is your family. Yeah. And if you're not, what you're going to feel in that chakra is struggle. You're going to always be pulling on the rope, not ever allowing it to be what it needs to be or who you really are, trying to identify yourself. So a good thing for contemplation. And in the back, it's how you choose to eat, how you choose to nurture this body, right? We can be all over the scope with that. Everybody has their own perceptions. But if you're not feeling well or energized, maybe take a look at it. Lots of options. The heart chakra. I am the love I'm looking for. And it's going to be a light green, apple green. Through the years it was pink, and then now it's green, and now it's turning lighter as more are uplifting themselves with the light of God within them. And behind here is self-betrayal. Quite easy for everyone to do, and sometimes you really don't think about that. But how do you react to yourself when, geez, I just did it again? Well, you need to bring love in it, and that will begin to change this whole scheme of experience of the chakras. Then we're going to move up to the fifth chakra in the throat, where God speaks truth. And it's a deep, deep midnight blue, the more truth you can hold. And in the back, You ready for the list? It's self-love, self-acceptance, courage, and understanding black and white, the difference between right and left. So, good morning, Marby. A lot going on in here. Isis is always the goddess there, and she comes with her sword of the tongue. The sword speaks truth. You don't have to worry about being cut by it. It's when you are not honest with yourself. And if you're not honest with other people, that's going to come back to you. And then, third eye, we tap 3 times. Purple. So I want you all to close your eyes and see, does purple show up for you? What colors are in there? It's like I have a square and like purple windows and purple around the outside that's rushing like a wave. What does yours look like? Good morning, Paul. Yeah. Anybody? You know, people find the third eye at times so challenging, and yet the more you grow, the more you develop your third eye pineal gland. Yeah. And then we're going to go up to the crown, which is pink. I described this pretty thorough for you the other day. It's the blessings God has given you in your consciousness. What everybody receives is different depending on who they've been. For instance, there are those of you who are excellent, Carol. That's very powerful. Who aren't always just human. Some have already been extraterrestrial and lived other locations. So there are gifts that are held for you that you already know how to open them if you'd allow yourself. The moment will come if it hasn't yet. That's exciting, Carol. Yellow, remember, is I believe that I'm in alignment with God, 3rd chakra. Also, it's Ray 2, being able to perceive and see the knowingness of God. So learning all the different colors, like Ray 1 is blue, it's the will to do. And we learn by, do we use our will against us, or do we allow our will to develop us? It's very fascinating. 3rd ray is pink, all the love. Where are these rays? They are in the auras out around you that go out from each chakra. So there is one of these circles that's pink. Now the next one is white and purity. I don't have one here. I have it up on the wall. The causal field shows all the different colors and their development. Okay. Did anyone else tell me about what they could see in their third eye? Just a very gentle 3 taps. And I'll remind you again that you can get a smooth, take point that I'm saying, a smooth blue fluorite. It's like these little things are smooth. But you want a blue fluorite. And then you would put it underneath your mask at night. So it would be enhancing your third eye as you sleep, for those who want to have that gift. Lauren G., good morning. Yeah. Now, in the back of the third eye, there's the zeal point. What is that for? There is a very magical location where you have a telescope that, when you have it working and aligned, you can see out into the universe, almost like you have rows and rows and rows of, when you're evolved with it, laptops that can show you different locations and what it looks like and the different people on different planets. So a lot that is available to you, you must just choose to place the time in the growth of it to develop it. It is not going to just happen. It takes time. There may be some of you, Bamaji is aligned and speaks his words through the wind. Some of you have been raised there also and know the wind. For me, if I go to the Shasta anywhere and I raise my arms, the wind blows. We've never been there, and we may have been in the hot weather, but we have never been hot because the wind will always blow. Okay. The second chakra is another one who has a lot of capacity to change, because there's a lot that is available in that back chakra. It is about settling your issues with yourself, how you take care of money, how you take care of you, and what you feel about you. All these things are existent, and you must get to where that you feel comfortable looking and experiencing it. Does anyone have a specific question about a certain chakra that finish the colors of rays? All right, 3 is white, 4. Let me see, I have that book close. It's a lot of information for me to all remember it easily. Let me see if this book will have it in it. DK's books. Are always Ray 3 is about the brain. Ray 4, let me go to this page, 403. And the soul ray is the one that's known as Ray 1, the ray of will or power. The personality ray is the 5th ray, which is a green color. It is the concrete science. The mental body is the 4th ray. And again, it's funny, it doesn't say the color. The ray of the astral body, 2nd ray, is yellow for wisdom, illumination. And the 3rd ray of the physical body is the pink, Orion. And I'm going to say it's purity. The white is purity. It's interesting because the ray colors are different than the chakra colors. They're two different things. So, fifth ray is green, Hilaron. And it's about healing your past and present and future. And the sixth ray is, let me look up here. Yeah. I just don't have it here with me today. And I haven't looked at it for a while. I've been working more on a Pleiadian level. Sixth ray is a ruby gold. And the last ray, the seventh ray, is violet with Saint Germain. So there you go. So as you are working with the chakra system, that clarity pours into creating the aura around. Some of them can be a foot wide, some can be 2 foot wide, or they can all be very small, limited together. You know, it's depending on who you are and what it is you do. Right now, last I checked my field, it was like 25 miles wide. I don't know, since today's different. I'm going to hear 50. Yeah. Marianne says, thanks. Morning, Barbara. Yeah, I think I got them all. The rays are blue, the will. Second ray's yellow, the wisdom. Third ray's pink. Fourth ray's white, purity, crystalline. Fifth ray's green for healing. Sixth ray is ruby red, and that's connected to like Jesus and Magdalene. And the seventh ray is the violet, which of course is Saint Germain. And if you're going to use them for a decree, you put the violet one first and end with the sixth ray because it is peace. So a lot to learn if you go to really work with all these things. Powerful. And they have different understandings than the chakras. And then most importantly, there is the threefold flame. Have we done that here or not? The threefold flame is what really begins to set your energy for life. If you can imagine you're standing there and up from the middle of you, there's just a wave of yellow brilliance of light in front of you for your wisdom. Same kind of a pink ray behind your right shoulder. That's just love. And then there's a ray behind your third shoulder. It is divine power. So the three of them blaze who you are as you are the ray of whatever it is you want to make it, the unfed flame. So as you walk through life, and you need to do that every day. Yellow, wisdom. Pink, love. Blue, divine power. You will become another level of balanced. What do I mean? I mean, you call it in and you can perceive it. You call each one of them the yellow, wisdom. Infinite, deep, infinite height, pink, and the pink will become wider and fuller, just as the divine power. Probably your least filled one will be divine power at first, because a lot of people here on the earth plane are still giving their power away. That's that whole question. Am I aligned to God or am I not? Well, if I do, what does that mean? Or if I don't? A lot to all these things. And that's what being spiritual and, oh, she scared me. What it all comes together to make you more of who you are. You see, and you grow and you evolve. And your aura is always growing. Your aura is always expanding and becoming more. And that's what strength of your consciousness is. So someone who is easily manipulated or challenged would have a very thin third chakra. You see, there would not be that empowerment in who they are. But in some way, within every chakra, then there is a detriment until you in life, that's what other people do, is confront us to have to look at ourselves so that we can choose to be the truth, to live the truth, and to be in the love. We can love them as we love ourselves. That's why the word is unconditional love. So it's all a miraculous experience. And especially at this place where you all are sitting, there's those who begin and kind of forget, and not understanding that continuing with it and making it come to the end is where the value of all that you're learning manifests itself. That's why I'm showing you all the light that's coming to me. I don't call for it. I sit and it comes to me. So if that's something you would like, then work with these chakras. Feel them. See how they move or how they don't. There's the chakras in the body, and then there's the rays out around. And there's a union in how it moves. Any questions? Seems like I remember we recently did the pyramid of all the different colors and an addition of rays and angels that you can have help you. Now, you all know your higher self. I always say you have to speak to your higher self before you really try to speak to anyone. And why is that? Because you're going to become her or him. There's a point in evolution where you are your higher self. So the more loving and honor you can give to that part of you, the more powerful you are already placing the understanding of your union with yourself. Now, we all have an angel, whether you want to call it a guardian angel. Some of you think you may have a number of them. It's whatever you desire. They're not going to just give you, as people think, everything you want. They're here to help you grow. So if you're someone who is truly heartfelt in your growing and understanding, they will work quite diligently with you. I can remember a workshop, oh my goodness, way back in the beginning. And I forget what had happened. I had done something that was not correct. And I was laying on a table and I heard my angel speak to me. quite a pivoting point for me. Because if I hadn't heard a voice that certainly was not like nothing I ever had heard before, I would not have been touched so profoundly by the whole experience. And perhaps that's someone like you that's waiting also for that voice, for that thought, for that image. And that's why I do the messages, because realize there's someone around you talking to Mother, wanting you to get a message about where you're at and what can come instead, what can change. So it's always a powerful thing. And as much as we might not want to give that a lot of credence, inside that heart that we've been carrying around with us for a number of years, it's what it's looking for. It's what it wants. It's what it desires. Acknowledgement. And it doesn't have to be acknowledgement, but from yourself. I am the love I'm looking for. You want to begin to have the empowering of that truth. I don't want to say, oh, well, Susie Q over there, she's empowered. You can, but know that you are same as she, and you can learn them also. And then the longer you're aware of it and you open and let it have breath and life, the more profound your life can become. Always, we all have the I am presence above us. And I don't think I see my little, I have so much out here. Here we go. This is your I am presence. Each and every one of us has one. This is your humanness. This is your higher self. This is you growing. Kind of in like I say incubator, but you're not closed off. It's open. And then your presence will hold all the rays. Now, there are all those rays here around the human also, but they're of a higher quality. So it's all very powerful. And the more you do, the more you feel different and alive and willing. Yeah. Any questions? You see, it's almost hard to see here. Let me see if there's a better one inside. I am presence, thou art master. I am presence, thou art master. I am presence, clear the way. Let the light and all thy power take possession here this hour. Charge with victory's mastery, blaze, blaze, blue lightning, blaze thy substance. Into this thy form descend, that perfection and its glory shall blaze forth and earth transcend. This is a nice little book that you can go on Saint Germain's site and order. You see, it has him and Mary. Head, heart, and hand decrees. I am the violet flame in action. I have it in action in me now. I am the violet flame, to light alone I bow. I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God shining every hour. I am the violet flame blazing like a sun. Oh, thank you to see the thing blinked. I am the violet flame blazing like a sun. I am God's sacred power feeling, freeing everyone. Yeah. When you get to where when you're speaking something or looking at something and things all shift, it changes your life. And here's to the Holy Christ Self. Holy Christ Self above me, thou balance of my soul. Let thy blessed radiance descend and make me whole. My flame within me ever blazes, my peace about me ever raises. The love protects and holds me, thy dazzling light unfolds me. I am thy threefold radiance, I am thy living presence, expanding, expanding, expanding now. Holy Christ flame within me, come expand thy triune light. Flood my being with the essence of the pink, blue, gold, and white. Holy lifeline to my presence, friend and brother ever dear. Let me keep thy holy virgil, let myself in action here. Yeah. Heart hand decrees there by Elizabeth Clare Prophet. Maybe you have to go to her organization to get this, but they're not expensive. But what's the whole idea about decrees? Repetition. Like if you want to sit for 15, 20 minutes and just read over and over again, you're putting those thoughts out in action to become versus however you're negatively thinking other thoughts. Thoughts are things. You are that which you put out into the world. So if you have a time every morning that you can put positive things out into the world, it will be a miracle. And Paul says illuminating. Hello. Joram Arenthman. Horus thanks as I'm still to succumbing. Then let's just and plus trust your good receptant statue take on how it's very soon that you can still let to get me hurry up. Many blessings to you. I probably didn't get the gist of that, but for anyone who's willing to come and hear about their growth is a wonderful thing. It's powerful, very powerful. And we can think of this image here in the back, there's my finger, as the illumination of a cell. Instead of just being a round little nuclei, it becomes so that it's empowered with your light. Yeah. You know, Horus, when he became in charge of finally his land, he was a very loving, kind leader. And I think that's why our consciousness on this earth is wanting that and will be aligned to that when it does arrive here. Because we want to be heard, we want to be safe, we want to be in peace. Just my one self without losing it too much. Thanks, let alone to minds. The Buddhism thanks. Why am I always in so intro to O and I interrupt? Thanks even. What's my good? Again, many blessings to you. I don't put it all together. Thank you, Carol. Copyright erase is still a copyright infringement. Thanks. Well, the little books are sold to share and put the word out. So, and they're prayers that have been said for millions of times for over the years by millions of people. So, any questions? Oh, we kind of moved right along, didn't we? So, today it's about becoming aware of your hands. Crown, face, your sinuses, your throat, belly, second chakra, and root. So, every one of your fingers has a complete experience of you. If you're having sinus issues, you can go and rub all your fingernails, and that will make a shift. Yeah. But for this next week, I want you to just really play with the energy. And I know that's the first thing. Oh gosh, that's been a long time ago. You can feel the energy come in your hands and feel it, that it's there. I want you to really work with this, because the more you can let yourself feel the energy, the more healing you can let yourself have. Okay. You're very welcome, Cavell. Any questions? Yeah, I think that Elizabeth Clare Prophet isn't with us anymore. I think she's went up to heaven. God bless her. She helped so many people. You know, like my husband and I, we've been to like Chicago and out in California, some of the places where they have the temples. Now, when you're inside that temple, they have all the images of a lot of the masters, and their mouths all move. They all speak, due to the heightened energy that's there from all their decreeing that they do. You know, they do it in rounds and just keep one after another, the intensity increasing and it being quicker. So if you ever get a chance to go to a temple, an Ascended Master temple that's in action, still working, the one that's in Shasta still does have a following. We were able to go in there, not during when they had a meeting, but it's an energy it's hard to give a word to. It's alive. Perhaps that would be the best word I can give you. So let's see here. Who is this? Okay. Paul, thank you for the kind, incredible teaching today. Your guidance on engaging with these energy has been invaluable. Thank you. Barbara, thank you for reminding me of the decrees. I have to look for my book of decrees that Elizabeth Clare Prophet put together. Yes, she has transitioned. And she has many of them written. I'm not here to say that they're not all great. It's, again, a choice for everyone of what you want to put in. I have tons of books in the 40 years that I've read and become a part of me. And, I still see how Walt Disney always had the believe on he'd put on the board. If you could really for about a minute understand that, it's all about believing. What do you believe? Can you believe in God? Do you believe in Christ? Do you believe that you're more than the humanness and what it shows here? We got to ride quite a bit with Saint Germain. And as we rode, ships would be along the way. He could maneuver the clouds. Well, what we found is we were driving my daughter. It was a 3-hour ride down to the lower Florida. And the rain, it was raining. It would stop as our car went in it, and it would start again behind us. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but it happened. And all the while, we had like a movie showing us. Wasn't anything we did, it is what and how it can be. It's all real. There is an enchanted world that exists around each of it. It's waiting for you to wake up. That's all. It's just waiting for you to wake up. And it's so thrilling that now I can show you just off a balcony that we've lived here for 4 years. And now all these powerful images are coming by us walking out. So there's a beauty and a depth of light inside of you that you haven't yet discovered. I am absolutely sure of it. And I don't think I'm saying hurry up and heal. I've been on my path for 41 years now. So that wasn't hurry up. And I used to sit at the pond when I was maybe 7 or 8. And Jesus would come and take me up in a balloon. And we'd walk the passageways of the souls. Now you may think I'm crazy, but I'm not. It really happened. I had little people who lived in my room with me. I would be quite the story that you might think, wow, she's a weirdo. And yet I am not a weirdo. I am someone who holds and believes quite deeply in the light of God. Yes, to enchantment. If only one can truly remember who we are and how God sees us, we would have so much self-love and worthiness, and life would be different. It would be so different. All right. Well, thank you for coming and joining us. I'm sorry I don't know to understand your words well enough to speak to them, but I'm glad you're here and feeling free to voice your opinion. We are all unique. We are all special someone. The point is for us all to allow ourselves to recognize it. Yes. You think back to any of the masters in Egypt that existed, they had to have some very powerful enchantments of what they saw and what they did and how they lived. It's going to come soon where we will be the same with the extraterrestrials coming. I can talk to the Pleiades. I'm doing infusions right now with them. It's very, very powerful. People are changing. So here we are in acceptance. Yeah. I keep hearing different noises here. Yeah, I don't know what that meant. We know we never want to say anything unkind to anybody. You're very welcome, Marby. Yes, I guess it's time for me to go. We've really had a full experience of time today. It's Monday. Tomorrow, we'll all talk and bring messages. And be prepared. We'll see what comes in this heightened state that we are all beginning to move into. So, many blessings to you. May God bless you. Thank you.